Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides. We are here at the Javits Center for the 2022 New York Auto Show, and guess what? Walking around, had to stop at the Jeep booth, and we had to stop for this vehicle here. This is it. This is the updated 2023 Jeep Wagoneer L. But before we get into this extra long, extra big SUV, let's talk about what's going on here. Jeep, they really are doing the business across their lineup, making a name for themselves, not only in smaller SUVs and of course the Jeep Wrangler, but also now the full-size SUV variety. This vehicle here is meant to go up against the best from Ford, GMC, Chevy, and even Lincoln. Of course, you could go your two different ways, Wagoneer or the more luxurious Grand Wagoneer. Both of them though come in an extra long length to give you even more capacity for those family trips and the things that you haul, plus a different power plant underneath the hood. So let's go ahead, let's dive into this dark gray metallic finish obsidian trim of the Wagoneer L and see, should this be the one you buy over, say, a Suburban RST or a Yukon? Let's go ahead, dive in and find out. Right off the bat, the familiar face. It's got that wonderful body line that we showed you with the original Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer when it came out just last year, bringing back this name. Full LED lighting, daytime running lamps, projector beam headlight. The obsidian black package really looks great with the dark metallic gray. Of course, you're gonna have LED fog lamps, a little bit of faux vent, just a tad. I don't know why they did that, but I will have to give it a quarter zonk. Not a full zonk, just a quarter zonk, but the gray working well as we come across that 7-slotted grille. That is a piece of iconic tradition with any Jeep product. 7-slotted grille, forward-facing camera with a washer, working your way down, more gloss black, also functional, and then it finishes off with gloss black. Now remember, you could raise and lower this super-size SUV because of the quadra-lift suspension, and we have these powder-coated tow hooks to pull those Suburbans, Yukons, and even the Lincoln Navigator out of the mud. Now, as we rise up and get onto the hood, prominently displayed. So much history with that Wagoneer name. I'm so glad to see it back on a Jeep product. Nice bulge in the hood, great strong body lines. And then as we come around the bend, what are we working with? Wheel and tires set up here. So you're gonna notice these gloss black wheels. Love the way they did this intricate style and attention to detail. Really makes this stand out among the sea of SUVs. So you're looking at that 22-inch wheel. Love the way it just kind of flows nicely with your Wagoneer badging. Gloss black, metallic gloss black around the fender openings, no flat black. And then as we come down the side, with this being an L, you're looking at an additional 7 inches of wheelbase, 12 inches in length. So like I said, this is that extra supersize SUV. Gloss black on the mirror caps. You're gonna have your 360-degree cameras, the Wagoneer name prominently displayed with the American flag, nicely placed. You're gonna have your stationary running boards all the way down. And one touch that I think looks so great compared to a Suburban or a Yukon is the way that you have the trim, which is gloss black on this particular one, only around the openings. It's not one of those ones that kind of runs down the side of the vehicle. You'll notice the gloss black close to the roof rails with the nice ornamental design that they stamped into each part of it. And as we come towards the rear, this is where you're getting that extra length that's gonna really, like I said, do the business against Suburban, the Yukon XL, even the Lincoln Navigator, that Max Edition, on top of it, the Expedition. Now, when we get to the back, same story, that familiar shape that we've been bringing to you here on Raiti's Rides with the Wagoneer name across the back. No roof spoiler, so I can understand why they put the wiper here, because there's actually no spoiler that comes off the roof, but everything matches, intricate. As we come down, the LED lighting, and then all the way down, super clean on the attention to detail. Let me know what you think if they should have had an exhaust cut outlet on each side, but this panel comes off to obviously reveal all the towing capability. But why don't we go ahead, let's pop the hood and see what's new on this Wagoneer. All right guys, we got the hood open, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rock you like a hurricane with what's underneath the hood. All new engine package in this vehicle, and guess what? It's called the Hurricane. First of all, I like the engine cover. Nice attention to detail. And one thing you can see on both sides, it says twin turbo. So what are we looking at? Well, this is a 3-liter straight six, an inline six twin turbocharged engine. There's two different ways you could have it. So it's like going to Burger King, having it your way. You could have this output be two different ways. You have the obviously high output, which is going to be 510 horsepower, 500 pound-feet of torque, or you could go with your standard output, which is going to be 420 horsepower, 468 pound-feet of torque. Both will be mated to that Torque Flight 8-speed automatic transmission with that 4x4 all-wheel drive system. You could tow up to 10,000 pounds. And if you're wondering, well, Joe, why did they go this route? Was it for MPGs? You are correct. With your high output engine, you're looking at 16 MPGs combined. And with your standard output, it's 19 miles per gallon combined. So no full numbers on all the readouts, but that's what we could bring to you from the New York Auto Show. The vehicle weighs 200 pounds more than the previous, or I should say not previous, but standard version of the Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer. But we're definitely looking forward to getting behind the wheel and going on throttle. But why don't we go ahead, since we're still at the Javits Center for the auto show, let's get to the interior and see some of the tech in this Obsidian Wagoneer. All right, guys, we're inside this Wagoneer L with that Hurricane engine underneath the hood. I love that name. Now, I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, what about price? No official pricing yet. This will be coming out, though, second half of the year. So stay tuned. We will be, of course, bringing you the on-throttle action. But until we find out about pricing, let's see what else you get, especially with this Obsidian one, to the door panels. Absolutely love the style. That bright silver really matches well with what's going on with the exterior. A little bit of gloss black. I think the bigger zonk is the gloss black around the switchgear. It's a little heavy on the gloss black, but you know what? You do have the stitching and soft touch material on that armrest. A door pocket that is the size of a submarine sandwich. Absolutely stunning. The Alpine audio system with the tasteful speaker grille cover, and then going from the door panel to the dash, it continues. The stitching, the materials, the silver. I'm so glad they didn't just gloss black it to death. So nice to see some other finishes. Of course, we've shown this to you. It's that infotainment system, that Uconnect 5 10.25-inch infotainment system. Obviously, if you want to see all the features, I will leave it at the end. But it's a very fast reacting system. I mean, to pull up just about anything. I mean, look at that. That's kind of weird, looking at people on the cameras. Do some great people watching here at the auto show. Let me get out of this or I'm just going to distract myself. There's the whole group. But kind of funny to be able to showcase all that. We got heated seats, ventilated seats, and heated steering wheel. Start, stop button. Lots of gloss black here. Look at the fingerprints. The FBI is going to definitely be able to track me down. Open that up. Storage to your heart content. You got wireless charging plus enough room for at least 7 Twinkies. Close it up. That's going to control the Torque Flight 8-speed automatic. You could raise and lower your Wagoneer. More of that silver finish. Voila, 2 cup holders. Close it up. Look at this. The leather. Slide that. You could get your access. We could close it up, lift it up, easily put Tom Brady's helmet in there. That's where he stores his helmet before a big game in his Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer. Seats, the leather, the stitch work, the bolstering, full electric assist for the passenger and the driver. And then, of course, you got that massive panoramic sunroof. Tons of room in here. Come over to the business end, though. I want to show you behind the wheel of our Obsidian Wagoneer L. All right, guys, behind the business end. I'm going to make this quick because I know that beeping is annoying. And guess what? We're at the auto show, and that's just something we have to deal with. But the great news is you're getting 2 memory seat settings, all your seat controls easy to get to, steering wheel. Love it. No gloss black. You see how they did that light wood finish here? Looking really clean, nice silver-esque to it. Flat bottom with the stitching, and then you're going to get that beautiful digital gauge cluster. All the different features that you could bring into play. Wow, I was able to make it stop beeping. That's the magic that I bring here at the New York Auto Show. But love the clarity, the gauges, the fonts. Very, very clean. Of course, you got that power assist on the tilting and telescoping steering wheel. But let's get to the best part. Let's get to the mid seat and the rear seat to see how much room there is in this L. Okay guys, mid-row time, and this is where your passengers are gonna get the extra volume. Not only in the mid-row, but wait until we show you the third row. Of course, on the back of the seats with this particular Wagoneer, we got our Fire Stick TV monitors. We could go into watch demo. I don't even know what's gonna happen, but look at it. Here we are in this vehicle, and what's great is that you could watch your movie in the house, or the kids could be watching their movie and then bring it with them and have it show up right on the screen there. But it's all wireless and it's all fantastic. Of course, we have our command center, heated seats, no ventilated seats in the back. You do have your seat controls for that rear AC, and then more connectivity than the astronauts had when they went to the moon in 1969. You got supersized pockets to easily put all sorts of things that you're gonna need on your trip, like a back scratcher, maybe a mirror, maybe even you know, something to clean the wax out of your ears. Hey, on a trip, you got to take care of yourself. Seats are great. They're going to slide and they're going to recline, which is wonderful. Look at this. It's like I'm almost disappearing. I went into a different time zone. And then I'm not going to get in the back, but at least right now, I want to show off the back seats. There are the seats in their upright position, extra room. I want to show you something cool. Watch this. Not only do you have your seat controls, but USB-C, USB-A buttons on the side. You just hit once, one touch, and then they're gonna fold down, and look at all that cargo space. But speaking of cargo, let's go to the back side and see what we could fit in this SUV. All right, guys, getting into that cargo area. Obviously, lots of excitement here at the Javits Center. I'm just happy to be back after 3 long years. But you know what? Let's open up the cargo center. Nice, easy to use, that nice electric assist, and boy oh boy, check this out. This is basically a condominium on wheels. We got the rear seats down to really just showcase what the L brings to the table, and this is one of those things that, guess what? Say you get, you know, kicked out of the house, get yourself an inflatable mattress, you can put it back here and you can live out of this Wagoneer, and boy oh boy, it definitely is a style on wheels. Now, when it comes to bringing the seats back up, you're gonna have your full controls at the rear of the vehicle, and that really just makes it that easy. And what's great is I'm so glad Jeep did not make you have to leave your finger on the button. It's one touch operation. You could go ahead, go about your business, get ready for work, and then drive this thing wherever you need to go. Lift it up. Of course, we have storage, those crossbars for the roof rails. My thing would be, that's where you're gonna wanna put all the travel snacks, the ding-dongs, the Twinkies, and the ho-hos for your next trip. But this is why we like coming to the shows, is because not only do you get to see a lot of excitement, a lot of action, but this new Jeep Wagoneer L from this iconic American brand with a new power plant, that Huracan twin turbo, not a V6, straight 6. Really great to see the Wagoneer Obsidian here at the auto show in the full-length version. Let me know what you think. Has Jeep done enough to go up against the Suburban or that Yukon XL? Put it in the comment section. Until we meet again, if you're new to the channel, you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raity's Rides family. If you want to help us keep making great content, you know what to do. Click the link, get yourself some merch. Got to give it up to Lori. We got to wrap this up. Definitely want to thank her for being a rock star. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.